Hello together. Don't be aware it's BIM, but I'm from up2parts. I will explain in my speech a little bit more about, and I have to say you have seen my pre-speech from Mr. Hadedin was looking more future, looking very enthusiastic, cool robotics. My speech will be more grounded because I am coming from, my goal here is to make you aware as roboticists, as automation experts, what SMEs need and why automation is not yet suitable for SMEs manufacturing in Europe. Why do I talk about this? I had the chance to learn from the best the last time in automation. I was working in automation and robotics for more than a decade. And then my focus was manufacturing of the future. And I realized there come to a border, to a frontier, where automation come to some end concerning lot size one, concerning flexibility. And then I started to talk with SMEs and tried to understand. And there I had the chance to meet somebody who has a classic job shop, a contract manufacturer, where I understood why automation is not suitable yet in such SMEs, which is the backbone of Europe. Be aware, there are 15,000 manufacturers in Europe who is doing milling, drilling, and everything. And that's what I want to explain you. So I don't want to bore you, but it is important to get a little bit deeper into what a job shopper, a manufacturer is doing and how he is doing. And I want to show it at the example of BIM. BIM is a classic contract manufacturer, a multi-technology supplier. He's having additive process, having milling, drilling processes, and sheet metal processes. He has around 100 FTEs and 40 process machines, and the automation level there is around 10%. In the complete manufacturing, there are around 4 robots who are loading process machine, because his strength is lot size 1. And still, doing automation there is quite complex. Why is it complex? Because when he's getting inquiries from his customers, the parts are already designed. He has to analyze these parts, and this is still doing an expert from CNC manufacturing. So today, and mainly many manufacturers working so, an expert is analyzing these parts, is around about 50 parts which he's getting, and then in 1 week he will give the offer to the customer. It takes for them 4 till 5 days to make an offer, to analyze how it is manufactured and then calculate it. After it, of course, they come the order from the customer, but then the work starts. He has to do the production planning, see what capacities do I have, has to go deeper into the processes, and has to realize this, even if he has an ERP system, has to realize it, make it on paper, bring it into the production, has to program the milling, the drilling, the CNC the additive machines. And then the process time itself is often much smaller than all the preparation in advance. And that's it, what was for me the interesting thing, and what I learned the last 2 years, is that here is the lag. They're doing everything manual, and of course, when they have to prepare in advance so much things, why do they need then automation? They don't see any direct benefit of automation right now. Don't be mad about this slide, because of course the automation which is here and all the industry, it's really great technology, and we have to go this way. But right now, thinking in the same old thinking, what we did the automation, like I did it in my former company, it's not suitable for an SME. Not because of the quality, not because of the possibilities it have, but SMEs doesn't have the experts in automation. They need fast implementation, they need a very fast outcome, and of course, they need somebody who get easily into this technique, because they need the process experts who do the milling, the drilling, the additive processes. As I said, there are already really good solutions on the market, but when I go to other SMEs, I see that this only lighthouses, and it's a pity. And beside, I said the needs of these SMEs and how automation can support them. For sure, the classic needs, like we also had 2 years ago, human-robot collaboration, easy-to-use implementation. We see here examples around where they already started, where they bring these easy-to-use things, but also this fast return on invest, this fast collaboration between a robot, between the the grippers, and this is what my perspective, my point of view is, we have to break up these frontiers. The frontiers between robotic industry, the clamping industry, we have to work together in these and break up the software frontiers, what often today in industry is still very, very hard. As I said, I have no concrete solution yet, because of everybody has here in industry is business plans, is its USP. But even like yesterday evening, all the competitors talked easily together. I think also this have to bring together. We have already started with public-funded projects, but this is not, it's not too slow. It's not fast enough to get the backbone of Europe's industry to an automation level. And back to BRM. As I explained you, it's a classic job shopper. And we were thinking about how can we solve these pains? Where do we have to start? And even if automation is not settled yet, since 1 year, we are focusing on digitalization, this job shopper, and bring him to the next level, that the throughput is increasing, and then automation makes reliable for him. So today, an offer doesn't take 4 days. Based on AI algorithms, it is possible to make an offer about 40 parts within 1 day, and by analyzing the 3D CAD model itself, even if they are not really machine readable until today. The production plan will based on his production now automatically, so that this flow, when the order is in 1 day, the production can start. And of course, all these programming of these CNC machines is still manual, but already half automated. And so we could decrease the preparation time and increase the throughput, and so then leading from this to the delivery, we could reduce the lead time tremendously, and so could be able to make this job shopper for automation, to use more automation than he did before. So why do I talk from a software company about that? Because we learned the basic at BRM. We started, or my boss, he started as a computer scientist in 2011, this job shop, this manufacturer, and said, this can't be. We have it still classic since 20 years ago. And there, before everybody talked about Industry 4.0, he said there must be something to make the order and the production easier via web-based possibilities. Then they designed, or he took software developers into the BIM, and then he said, okay, let's design a platform. But then we realized the best platform doesn't help when behind the manufacturing is not digitalized. So we switched and founded in 2019 then our software company, the up2parts, where we're really focusing on AI-based solutions. And our main topic is, and this I will explain on the next slide. As I said, our core is the product which will be manufactured, what you see in the middle. This part will be milled in some way, will have some threads, and by analyzing via AI algorithms, we analyze the complete production flow, starting from how much costs this part in my production till the quality assurance. For us, it is very important to focus on the 3D CAD, to analyze it with geometrical data, and this is the process and for all manufacturing what we have. 20 data scientists are working only to enable the AI to realize this, starting automated calculation, starting to the production planning, the tool management, the CAM programming, so the programming for the process machines, that this gets faster, that we then come into the shop floor, that into the manufacturing, that then automation is possible. And this is what I will tell you. Think about all the processes behind, have this holistic view, why automation is sometimes not possible. And my passion is, lot size 1, to bring it flexible into the market and to enable the SMEs, because the big ones, they are ready, but still the big manufacturer are working with Excel sheets, are working with different parts. So even if they have big ERP systems and MES systems, all these planning, this preparation in manufacturing is still done by hand. And as long as this is still done by hand, lot size 1, is my opinion, is not reliable for automation today. I know there are good solutions and technologies here, what you can see where the start is, where it is the start. But I please you, think about out of the box, try something new. And I think that's the mandatory thing for me, what is very important. Try, as industry, as robotic industry, as automation industry, don't be feared about AI and software development. I often realize, and from my experience, that roboticists love to think in physical systems. Step aside and go away from the physical systems and really think into the software. And this thing I will give you as somebody who comes from automation and robotic and went into the software development, because it's the same for me. I also had to change my mind and go away from the cyber-physical systems. And I have another plea to you. You all are manufacturing. You all have design departments. And as I said, our AI is based on analyzing 3D CAD models. But unfortunately, still today, even though we have very modern CAD models, CAD model software, design software, all the process information are still in 2D drawings. So go to your design department, talk to them, and talk to them if they can try 3D into the 3D CAD model, all the so-called PMIs, the manufacturable information, like roughness, like thread diameter, like tolerances. Because when this is machine readable, we can speed up again this digitalization of SMEs. And then it is much, much easier to automate these manufacturing, to automate lot size 1. That's my plea to you, and think about it. I know it's not still suitable today, but also in this area, the things are coming. Yeah. And finally, I just can say thank you. Also, thank you to the organization who made it possible that we could here stay physically together and talk to each other. And when we have any questions, I'm all day here, so please feel free to contact me. Thank you very much.